Guys, I've done a bit of an oopsie. You see, I finally stopped drinking after New Year's Day. I started on Christmas Day, and, well, to say I'm feeling a little bit rough is an understatement. I feel like I've been pushed down a set of stairs, rolled into the street, got hit by several buses that launched me into a bucket of headaches. I'm gonna need something to help me recover, something to help me heal, but also something that, if needs be, can be smashed over my head to make it all stop.
Hello, my name's Janelle, and this is the second of my introductory videos on crystal healing.
Ah, perfect. Crystal healing. Now, I would have done something on fruit detoxes, but that would involve both effort and consuming a healthy thing, like some kind of animal. I ain't about that. Now do tell us about your magic rocks.
This particular video is about a general overview of how we use crystals in healing. We'll be covering each of the individual ways of using them at a later date.
Oh, yeah, I'll be sure to check out that just as soon as the world has run out of stupid things for me to cover. What's that? That's never ever gonna happen. Oh no! Better get to work bailing out this ship before it sinks into the sea of dumb. Although, I do rather enjoy procrastinating, so whatevs.
Right now, we're just looking at how we use them.
Wait, didn't you just say the same thing twice?
We'll be covering each of the individual ways of using them at a later date. Right now, we're just looking at how we use them.
You actually did. Oh man, this is going to be a fun one, isn't it? Look, I'm sure what you actually meant was like, go into more detail, and if I was just a really nice guy, I would assume that's what you meant and not point out your mistake. But you've clearly edited this video, so no points for that. If you can't fix or hide errors like I'll Oompa Loompas y Vagabundas always do, although I am a master of hiding my mistakes, I think you'll all agree.
So first of all, the easiest way is wearing or carrying the crystal.
I'm going to be so goddamn healthy lugging this about.
I know a number of women who tuck them down their bras.
Bras. What do you mean, child?
And men who wear them in their pockets.
Pockets. Told you I'm not childish. I just find clothing hilarious.
I tend to wear mine as in the form of jewelry, pendants.
Wait. Hold the phone. Hang on. Stop for a moment. Put your shirt on. And other idioms for stop right there. You can wear shiny rocks as jewelry? That can't be right. No one's ever done that before in the history of ever, right? But quite frankly, I do think it's brilliant. Because I don't know if you know this, but shiny rocks, right, are shiny. So when you think about it, would make excellent jewelry instead of hiding them in your shoes like I do. That's probably why I have a limp. It really hurts.
And you can get crystal spirals that will hold any kind of crystal that you want to put in it.
Will it hold crystallized whiskey? And where can I get crystallized whiskey? I would look it up myself, but every time I stop working on videos for even a second, I find myself looking at pictures of animals wearing people clothes. Look, he's got a bow tie and a top hat. It's madness!
Particularly the tumblestones, but some of them go up to the size where you can actually wear a point.
A point, eh? I could use one of those. My videos often get off of one, and I just end up back at the Clothermalls. That dog's wearing shoes! Oh my god!
We also use crystals in a color therapy type of way.
Colour therapy? Oh god, I'm too afraid to ask. Is this going to be silly? Don't answer that. I don't want to know. But I do want to know, really, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to have a polite discourse about it. Wait, where are you going? I'm kidding! I'm just going to point and laugh and make unrelated stupid jokes, okay? Like I always do. Get back here, you big dope. I ain't changing nothing, baby. I'm still the man you fell in love with.
So we will use them with the chakras and the colours associated with the chakras.
Oh, I did call it, but it's probably doubly the dumb doing I was expecting. It's not just about colours, it's about the colours of the chakras. You know, that energy crap that your body totally has that's in all bits along your spine or something. I mean, look at that. What does that even mean? There's so many parts of your body that overlap multiple times with we just already know that chakras are not medically useful, like, at all. I mean, please, show me a condition that can be healed with that garbage. But then you toss on shiny rocks, and if they're the same colour, they're extra healy for the thing. What is this, Twister? No, that's probably an old man reference. I need to be hip and all with it. What is this? Puzzle Bobble for the PlayStation 1? Ha! Nailed it!
This means that we can lay stones directly onto the body of various colours.
Holy crap, it actually is a colour matching game. It's amazing that healing the body is something so very simple. One would think that something so easy that a brain-dead guppy could do it probably wouldn't work. Oh wait.
So this, for example, is a set of chakra crystals, using 2 different crystals for the heart, because some people use green, some people use pink for the heart chakra.
Oh, so it doesn't actually matter which one you use. That sounds very scientific. I mean, you can use a green one, or you could use a pink one, or maybe you could use a brown one, because it's a giant load of shit.
Crystals can also be used in feng shui and space clearing.
That's like saying my chocolate teapot can clear thetans and also disprove the moon landing. One useless thing can also do a bunch of other useless and or nonsensical things. But that's all woo, isn't it? Find me a woo that can't be used to do all this amazing stuff, and I don't know, cover myself in crystals and shout some crazy crap. You know what? I'll even record that just in case, even though the only way I would ever use it is by mistake. But we all know that could never happen, since I'm such a flawless, perfect being.
So keeping the energy of a room or area clear. So you can use them in ways like having a large clear quartz cluster in the room will dissipate any negative energy and move the energy around so it keeps flowing.
So we put the crystal here and then, oh my god, it created a black hole. Get the kids, we need to run!
I've also demonstrated here as part of feng shui using crystals in a grid.
Okay, and what exactly are they doing? I mean, you show me this, but it doesn't appear to be doing anything. I know, energy, and also I know that not everything that does something is visible to the human eye, like radiation and the like, but you know how we know things we can't see are there? We have other ways to detect them. So I would love to know what instrument you use to detect the effect of feng shui. And stop right there. Someone's story about how turning their couch around to face away from the telly and putting the sink on the roof somehow cured their acne is not a way of detecting anything other than dipshits exist. And the actual translation of feng shui into English is that people will believe any nonsense if you dress it up right.
Now, in this particular instance, I've used quartz crystals around the table, but you can use quartz crystals or any other crystals around the meditation cushion where you're seated.
Right, stop. Again, what do these crystals do if they all simultaneously have completely different properties and the exact same properties? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think there's anything out there that even does that. I mean, I could be wrong, but even if I am, I'm still sure that doesn't apply to crystals, but only because the properties you think they all do don't have just doesn't real anyway.
Around your bed, you can use them in the corners of the room, and you can also use them around a larger area such as a house.
Around the house? You seem to be encouraging peeps to obtain just as many goddamn crystals as possible. I wonder why that would be. Oh look, you sell them. Look at these overpriced. Jesus Christ, how much? 200 quid for a piece of rock. An admittedly pretty piece of rock, but still, I'm in the wrong business. Come one, come all, purchase this sick brand rock. I just found it outside, but it can do magic stuff. But only if you really believe it works. Otherwise, you weren't open-minded enough. And also 'cause you touch yourself at night that made baby Jesus cry. Probably 'cause you got it in his eyes. The rock. I meant the rock, you sick fuck.
The grounds that your house is in. You can use a number of different crystals. The directions that you have them pointing in will vary the type of energy you get from it. So
all right, do me a big favour and tell me which way this one is pointing. Or what about this one? How about these? See, you act as if these things have certain definitive characteristics that are basically impossible to tell by either sight or tool. And that's always what bothers me. You people know all these facts about stuff and talk with such authority when even a cursory glance and a second of thought will show that it's nonsense. But lucky for you, so many people will do neither. I guess lucky for me too, since who would I have to make fun out of if everybody actually thought about things and didn't jump to silly conclusions without actually looking into stuff first? Can you imagine the world without such stupidity? Oh. That's right. It would be horrifying.
It can clear the energy, it can protect the energy in the area, things like that.
It can do one thing, it can do the literal opposite. It can do your taxes, it can fly man to the moon, it can blow up the moon. What did the moon ever do for us anyway? Our taxes? Fat chance it's just a big stupid non-taxes doing space rock. Screw the moon. I'm sorry, I may have lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
So along with space clearing, you can also use them for protection.
Are we talking like body armor or condoms? Because I got those two confused once and, well, now I have kids. And my buddy will not talk to me anymore because he was like shot. Although no one was getting impregnated while that happened, so you know. Yay.
In addition, there is a form of crystal healing using...
Wait. I hope you aren't about to suggest we drink crystals. I thought that was there to look nice. I mean, kind of weird as decor goes, but, you know, you're like crystal crazy. So I just ignored it, thinking it wasn't anything to do with this. But, well, like I said, you are crystal crazy. So who am I kidding, really?
Gem elixirs or gem essences, crystal waters, they're also known.
Yep, of course you are. I don't know where to start with what a silly idea this is. I mean, what do you even think it does?
Which is charging the water through using crystals.
Nope. And what does that really mean, huh? Water doesn't generally hold energy. I mean, there are ways, but it doesn't tend to involve a big jug of Volvic in the good cut glass, and certainly needs more than chucking in a few shiny pebbles with it. I honestly don't think it should be much to ask of people to back up their claims with something, anything other than, well, I really want you to buy this 300 quid 10 centimetre tall lapis Buddha. I mean, why would you do that when for only 500 you can have this bloody great big Crusader statue? I mean, it's 10 times the size. Imagine the value. No, seriously, I have one for some reason. And if you want to pay £500 for it, you can have it. Bargain.
This is an example using a number of different calcites, but you can use all sorts of different crystals doing it, although I do recommend you understand what you're doing before you start.
And why on earth would that be, sweetheart?
Some crystals, not many, but some can be toxic.
Yeah, and why do you think that any mother fleeper who buys into this crap is actually going to do that research properly or, like, at all? Classic woo, really. Either it does nothing, or what it does is just out and out harmful. And you've managed to cover both ends of that spectrum in one go. I would say I'm impressed, but I'm too busy trying to whiz out a pile of rocks I drank. Look, I wanted to see if it improved my whiskey. It doesn't. But it is still whiskey and I'm too lazy to strain them out. So what am I going to do? Not drink it?
You don't want to poison yourself.
Hi, I'm Sir Sick. We've not met, clearly.
There are ways of doing it with toxic crystals so as not to poison yourself, but I will cover that at a later time.
Hey, at least it does something. So it's one step higher than homeopathy. Oh, and for that one moron who's now going to tell me that actually this random home remedy does work. No, you idiot. That's not homeopathy. Homeopathy does not mean all alternative medicines, and the sooner you stop thinking that, the sooner I can stop calling you stupid. Seriously, someone like that always shows up. It's infuriating.
In the meantime, stick to quartzes, rose quartz, amethyst, citrine, clear quartz or smoky quartz, or any of the calcites, agates, or jaspers should be fine if you want to use them directly in water.
Or, and I know it's a crazy idea, but hear me out, how about don't stick hunks of rock in your drinking water, then you'll know for sure you aren't getting poisoned by them, and you'll have the added bonus of having the exact same amount of health benefits. It's win-win. I know. I am the smart artist. Thank you.
I personally use a control crystal, which means I use a crystal I've attuned myself to, and it has been attuned with me to direct the energy and direct the way in which I work.
Nope, I am done. You let rocks dictate the way you work. That is just madness. You're clearly in league with them, aren't you? If you aren't an actual rock your very self. This whole scheme is to get people to buy your overpriced stones and get them into every house, just when we aren't expecting it. Boom! Off-world mining colony. Use the humans to dig up more of you filthy rock kind, and then move on to the next planet until the universe is just filled with giant rocks. I mean, they are everywhere. You might even live on one. Upscaled! Do you want pretty okay clothes at fairly alright prices? Then head on over to Sir Six Merch Store. There you can buy sick brand merch, and not a lot else. Who needs food, water, or accommodation when you can have a hoodie with my face on it? No one. That's who. I can't even afford them because I have a home. Like a moron. So get on over today before these printed to order clothes run out somehow. And you're gonna need a lot of them when you're sleeping outside on the ground with your family like that. It's cold out there. I do envy you.